Hello friends, welcome to the Southern Mountain Kitchen. Today we're going to use leftover turkey to make a turkey salad sandwich. So what you see on my counter is what we're going to use to make this turkey salad out of. And you don't even have to put this on a sandwich if you don't want to. You could serve this on crackers or however you'd like to use it, whether you want to put it on just pieces of bread or a Kaiser roll, or even if you want to make a sub out of it, you can easily do that. But this is going to be the key ingredient that you're going to need to make this, and we're going to make the turkey salad now. So what we're taking is at least 2 cups of turkey, which you could use more if you want to. And we're going to cut this into smaller pieces so that way when we go to mix this up, it's going to be a little bit easier for it to mix in. But also it's easier to put it on a sandwich and use it because you don't want really huge pieces that may fall off all the time or be sticking out all over the place, and they're harder to mix up when you're mixing in like the mayonnaise and all the other ingredients. So cut these down as small as you can. We don't want them minuscule, but we don't want them huge either. And like I said, you're going to use about 2 cups, but you still could use more if you wanted to. You could probably go up to 3 cups because once you put the other ingredients in, you might have to add a little bit more mayonnaise or whatever to hold it together. But in the end, you're going to still get the same flavor, and it's going to be enough for multiple sandwiches out of this. I mean, you could probably have a family lunch out of this whole deal by the time you're done. So go ahead and cut up your turkey, and then we'll move on to the next ingredients. Now, when I'm cutting up the meat for this, as you can see, I'm using light and dark meat. You don't have to. You could use light meat. You could use just all dark if you like all dark. I had some of the breasts left over, and then I took some that were from the thighs. It really doesn't matter however you put this in, as long as you mix it up the way that you choose to have it, because you're eating it. So you're going to kind of mix it up the way you want it to be. Now, if you actually are cutting up the breast meat, as you can see, it's easy to cube this and actually have a really good mix of cubes going into what you're doing, because some of the other meat doesn't slice up as well, but you can cut it into smaller pieces. Next, we are adding in 2 hard-boiled eggs, and basically you're going to get these to the point where they are holding together solid. You don't want them overcooked, but you don't want them all runny in the center either. So we're just going straight up hard boiled and cutting them into smaller bits that will mix in with the turkey salad. Now, if you're not a fan of eggs, or you're just trying not to use these at all, you can cut them out. It's something that I choose to use just because I like it. It doesn't mean you have to have it in here. So once you get your eggs cut up, and if you're using them, go ahead and put them into the mix. And then we are going to add to this about 1/3 of a cup of cut up onion. Then to that we're going to add 1/3 of a cup of sweet relish. And then we're going to add some seasoning to this. So we're using 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper, then 1/4 of a teaspoon of paprika, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. And to this, we're going to add at least a tablespoon of honey Dijon mustard. Now, you're going to add mayonnaise to this. So I would start out on the lesser side, so that way you can add as you go. You go with 1/3 of a cup to 1/2 a cup on this, and keep mixing it until it's mixed through. Now, mind you, if you feel that it's kind of dry, you can add more mayonnaise. If you don't want to use a lot of mayonnaise, you can cut back on it. But I'd start with at least 1/3 of a cup, so that way you don't overload it to begin with. And mix this through, and we're going to totally mix this up until everything is like coated in the mayonnaise and coated in everything else we've added in it. And then after it's all mixed up, it's going to need to go in the refrigerator for about an hour, because we want to chill this before we use it. So just go ahead and mix yours up completely, and when you see it looks like this when it comes back from the refrigerator, and you're ready to go, and you can, like I said, put this on a sandwich or whatever you want to use it on. Now, when I made mine, I used a Kaiser roll, and it looks something like this, and I served it with some potato chips for lunch, and it was a great meal. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you get a chance, check out my cookbooks, which are available in bookstores worldwide. The first is about everyday cooking. The second is all about baking. Have a great day.